Ladies and gentlemen, our last debate is a political one. Delay after delay in the Ayodhya case, and there's still no resolution. The Supreme Court is inclined towards mediation, it seems. There's only one question on everyone's mind. Will mediation bring in the quick solution? Let's debate.
37 days after the Modi government moved Supreme Court seeking permission to return excess land in Ayodhya to its owners.
मोदी जी की सरकार ने फैसला किया कि श्री राम जन्मभूमि न्यास को ये 42 एकड़ जमीन वापस दे दी।
India's highest court, while hearing the case after a series of delays, has proposed mediation.
The hearing today started at 11:11 a.m. In a 49-minute hearing, clearly we heard the Hindu parties aggressively say we don't believe in mediation, it will not hold true. Today when we were here, we also heard the Muslim parties, very interestingly, Deepthi, not come out and say anything. A very calibrated and calculated response from them, because their counsel, Rajiv Dhawan, a senior advocate in the top court today, said consent of the parties is not even needed under law for mediation.
But not all sides are happy with the proposal.
कि जहां राम का जन्म हुआ वहीं मंदिर बनेगा और वहां मंदिर ही बनेगा, यह नॉन नेगोशिएबल है.
Muslim parties are in favor of mediation, but with conditions.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अगर अपने विजडम में कोई सजेशन दिया है और उसको मुस्लिम साइड ने और निर्मोही अखाड़ा ने माना है, तो मैं समझता हूं कि उसमें बुरी बात क्या है.
And key petitioners believe this is another attempt to prolong the case.
What is the mediation? That we'll share the land half and half? We'll not agree. So where is the mediation? What is it that they will... If they say we'll go somewhere else, please give us the money for building another masjid, that's mediation.
The delay brigade has done everything possible to stall the case. From questioning Sri Sri Ravi Shankar's attempts to opposing the government's Mandir land move. Is it time for the delay lobby to stop now? Let's debate.
And I welcome this evening with me in the studios is Ishkaran Bhandari. He's a lawyer and he's been looking at this case for a long time. Ishkaran. Atiq Chopra is spokesperson for the Nirmohi Akhada, has interest in this case. Ahmad Ayaz is secretary of the Muslim Personal Law Board of J&K. Dr. Taslim Ahmad Rehmani is president of the Muslim Political Council of India and now with the SDPI. Atiq Rehman is a researcher in Islamic studies. I want to start with you, Atiq, because, you know, let's start with your opinion. Question is this, Atiq. The Supreme Court has hinted and nudged for an out-of-court mediation. They have reserved the order. Next date of hearing is supposed to be soon. But this is the 135th year of the Ayodhya dispute. My position is simple. Resolve it. Finish it off. Finish it off. Resolve it. Don't play a game to delay. If quick mediation can happen, don't question whether anyone can mediate. Let there be a solution. Otherwise, we'll endlessly debate who can represent the Hindus, who can represent the Muslims. I believe a large number of people in the country want mediation. What do you think? What do you think?
Absolutely, Arnab, I am with you. You know, the finer points the Supreme Court and the bench gave us today are very, very important. And I am, amazed the other party why they are unable to comprehend the situation. You know, they want to remove the cobwebs in the minds of the people. The major communities, Hindus and Muslims.
Are you frightened by mediation? Are you or Taslim Rehmani frightened at the idea of mediation?
Absolutely not.
No, watch. No, are you frightened at the idea of mediation?
Absolutely not. But what we are worried about is...
No. What are you worried about mediation?
What we are worried about is the mediation, of course, would have been a good step towards move forward.
Yes.
But the point is, it would need an open mind.
Who doesn't have an open mind?
It would not stick to the guns when you mean to debate and to seek a solution.
So what do you mean by absence of an open mind?
What we say is something else.
You say it openly.
In 2010, before the Honorable High Court passed judgment proposal came in Honorable Supreme Court for out-of-court settlement.
Out-of-court settlement.
At that time, in writing, Nirbhoi Akhada gave it in the Honorable Supreme Court that we are ready for direct discussions between us and the Sunni Central Waqf Board inter se. We welcome them to come for discussions. In 2017, when Chief Justice Keher said, I am willing to oversee, he said, I am willing to oversee a process of dialogue. We welcomed it. Yeah. Other parties tried to hijack that by saying, we have been asked to mediate on behalf of parties. Yeah. Chief Justice did not say that. He said, I am willing to oversee this process. We welcomed it.
When this time, there are people who are not interested in mediation.
We are not talking of mediation. We have always been ready for direct dialogue with the other party in the title suit, namely the Sunni Central Waqf Board. Yeah. Let the two of us sit together. If we move a few steps ahead after this, we have clearly stated our stand is that all other parties who have filed in the same case for their right to prayer and right to namaz,
disagree with the mediation,
maybe enjoy.
Yes, so one.
The opposition has only come from a fractured Hindu Mahasabha in court today, and certain parties claiming to represent the interest of Ram Lalla.
You see, what's happening is.
Central Waqf Board has agreed for the mediation. Yeah, but there are the other people who are blaming the Muslim party.
Taslim Rehmani, let me then understand.
Let us first say,
Ishkaran, I say, he says, sit, don't assume. You say we have a good case, we don't need to mediate. You feel you're about to.
Technically, we don't need to.
You say the pro-temple lobby is about it.
In this case, you're coming up for the first time. It happened under Chandrasekhar's government.
No, you talk to him.
One second. It's not the first time that you're having mediation in this case. How many times has mediation failed? Chandrasekhar was the Prime Minister, it failed. P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister. You know what he said?
Let's not go 100 years back.
Let's talk about today.
We are a party. We are a party.
We are a party.
Ishkaran is a party.
It failed in the High Court. It failed in the before the Prime Minister. It failed. It has failed multiple times in multiple forums. It should be a speedy judicial decision of the case now. If you do not have a judicial decision or a government decision in this case, you will never reach to a mediation because there is no common ground in this case. What is the common ground in this case? What is the common ground? No, what is the common ground in this case? When there is an astha that Lord Rama is born there, they cannot be.
It is our astha as well.
That side willing to give up even a square inch of land?
For the last 491 years, we have been fighting to
Why did the Council for the deity oppose mediation?
Why did the state of UP
oppose it?
We filed in 59.
You might want to say everything.
This is an irrelevant discussion.
Why are a party here? Let us not like that. You are
not a party.
The petition is
not a party himself.
The petition is
how is this? What is this?
1 second. Let me answer you.
Please ask him.
No, he's saying I'm a party. I know. Who are you to get into it?
No, I am a person who has Astha and Lord Ram was born there.
We all have Astha and Lord Ram.
Secondly, in this case, the Supreme Court has already.
Let's hear Praful.
Please try and understand.
You know, 1 second.
A constitution bench has been set up in this case. Please understand that. You are beyond mere two people fight. Stop thinking about your property rights and think it's a
on one side. We are continuing with those.
It's a constitution bench set up.
That's what I'm saying. Honorable bench said we will continue those proceedings.
Fundamental point. But it is not a mere title dispute
for discussion.
Under what? I know what happened in the Praful, see, can I give you my view? My view has been, I do not have a time frame for when this will end. First, this is my biggest frustration, personally. Second is the 5-judge Supreme Court bench held a hearing, right? They put on table the possibility of settling the matter through in-camera court-monitored mediation process. My only concern is, how come the court is talking about it now? Think about it. You make sir, can I ask you a layman question. I saw what S.A. Bobde said, Justice S.A. Bobde. He said we are inclined to suggest mediation because it's not just an issue of land, it's an issue of sentiment of both. Talks about the gravity of the case. You realize that today?
That's the point.
You know, today you realize Justice Chandrachud said, I have great respect. Great respect. I am not commenting. I am not commenting. I have the great, I preface by saying, I have the greatest of respect for the court.
If the wisdom of the court today, if the wisdom has prevailed today, what problem you have?
After running away 10 times from the negotiation, successful, it cannot be successful. And what was the undertaking?
Why you have a problem with negotiation and mediation?
See, please try and understand.
Want to fight?
Okay, Taslim, he's speaking out there. I'm just coming. I'd like to, no, one second. We have our friend from Mumbai on the screen, please, and you can debate with Prafulla Ketkar. We are on fundamentals of this issue. What surprises me today, and please don't take it otherwise and don't take it personally. You know, the problem with all of you people nowadays is that you take things personally. I'm not asking personally. I'm asking you, who is supporting mediation today? The same people who said, who attacked and abused Sri Ravi Shankar, the same people who fired Salman Nadvi for joining Sri Ravi Shankar's negotiation. Now they are turning over a new leaf.
No, it's a code. It's a code. Code direction. Don't you find any difference between the code direction and the...
Did the court ever say no to mediation before? The court, in fact, had spoken about mediation earlier. Justice Keir spoke about it.
Even governments, prime ministers have mediated. You ran away from the party. The Muslim party ran away from the negotiation because you don't have any ground. Please try and understand.
Let's hear Karthik. Coming.
The court has said that mediation is in fact a mandate flowing from Section 89 CPC, under which subsection 1D it refers to mediation. We are willing to understand.
Ishkaran.
How many...
Ishkaran, let us talk here.
Rehman,
just one point. Negotiations or some kind of mediation has taken place, and how many times when the crucial decision had to be taken on the valid facts, the party just ran away.
I respectfully submit here. In the past, every time such negotiations took place, it was never directly between the parties interested in the suit. We have never sat directly with the Waqf Board. There have always been third parties
Who was
conducting the
stopping you from sitting with them? Can anybody stop you from sitting with them? Do you need somebody's direction to sit with somebody?
No, so
what are you talking about? In mediation, do you need somebody's direction to sit?
Since
30 years now.
2010 in Honorable Supreme Court, we have submitted.
We need to come to a finality in the case. We can't have it lingering over the next generation also. You want this to linger over the next generation? Who stopped you in 30 years to talk?
You want to shout? You want to create rhetoric? Forget it. We are here talking on facts.
What happened?
Sorry, please ask the Congress Party what happened. They were in power for 10 years. What did Congress Party do?
PV Narasimha Rao said to the Supreme Court as a
question. Ishkaran, please understand. Justice Keir, who spoke to us today, right? In March 21st, 2017, he said mediation. March 21st, 2017, mediation. Today is what? March 6, 2019, right? 2 years later. Now suddenly you are again saying mediation. Now what a lot of people from the Hindu community are feeling. 1 minute. Those who are pro-temple, they are feeling ki ruk ke, almost pahunch chuke hain. Just 1 minute. We waited, we won in the High Court, then they pushed us back, they delayed, and we are almost there.
Then they just left the ground of translation.
And now, Ahmad,
do you want this to be hanging over the next generation also?
Can I complete my sentence?
Do you want it to be hanging over the next generation?
Can I complete my sentence? Can I complete my sentence?
You do not want it to hang over the next generation. We need to come to a final conclusion in this case.
My question is don't delay.
And just
Ishkaran. Ahmad has not spoken. Ayaz has not spoken. अरे भाई इधर भी देखिए भाई Ayaz has not spoken. Ayaz मैं खत्म कर लूँ. मैं just कह रहा था कि जो maximum हमको लोग फोन करके बोल रहे हैं कि the Hindu community, the pro-temple group feels they are almost there, and we have a damn good case. And now, if the hearings are quick, if not in March, then in April. If not in April, then in May. If not in May, then in June, July, max August.
Let's come to
the feeling is within 2019, the pro-temple groups are feeling that somehow within 2019, the Supreme Court will have to give a verdict on facts for a temple. 1 minute. Second thing is the government has already moved towards acquiring the 67 acres.
Already acquired.
Court can give a direction.
Already acquired.
So this is a delaying tactic. It's a delaying tactic.
Already acquired. And that act has been upheld. That act has been upheld.
Please understand. Even otherwise also, court has to go by the evidence available with the court.
It is about rather than land. There are 2 points here.
अब तक mediation कहाँ थी?
Has already been acquired. It is in the government's power to hold on to the land now. Secondly,
So even there also the court has to go by the
please tell me, did the PV Narasimha government say or not that if you find a pre-existing temple underneath it and that was then Muslim parties backed out. They were backed out as soon as the decision comes. They had all agreed that if a pre-existing temple
don't keep your mind open for debating and discussion to see how best to sort it out. You never keep your mind open. You always come with this. When it means mediation, it has to become with an open mind. It has to have a flagship to deliver the points. To accommodate each other's point of view.
Atiq, Prafula, wait a minute. I want to ask one question to Atiq. Atiq, tell me. 160 days back, there was a Ismail Farooqi judgment was passed.
Yes.
Right? 27, then they said mosque is not an essential feature of Islam. Then 32 days elapsed. 29th October, after the Supreme Court judgment on mosque, Supreme Court said we have our own priorities, delay. Then another 67 days, 4th January 2019, after you said other priorities, you had a 60-second hearing, you pushed the matter to 10th. 6 days passed on 10th January. After the 60-second hearing, Justice UU Lalit, बोलने दीजिए. Justice UU Lalit.
491 साल हो गए. 491 साल हो गए मंदिर गिरा के. आप 25 साल पहले की बात कर रहे हैं.
इनको बोले.
491 years. बाबर का आक्रमण होके मंदिर गिरा के 491 साल हो गए.
तब भी आप कहते हैं.
You are so much welcome. You are welcome for that.
स्टेट पर आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
नहीं, अपनी बात है. ये
इनकी बात सुने. Atiq और रहमान. Atiq और only on the screen.
डिले हो गया. 25 साल का लोअर कोर्ट क्रिमिनल
Atiq.
Sir, please end the blame game, sir. Please end the blame game. Even Arnab, the Farooqi judgment said that, there is nothing to lose or win in this case. Both parties can be equally treated. And that is the, bridging of the gulf, end of the hostilities. My only plea, Arnab, on this panel is, please don't, go on with the blame game. End it here. We have to end the animosity between the two communities.
Okay, viewers. मैं एक बात कहूंगा. कुछ भी करिए. No. If you are almost, so one minute. Just one. The thing is that
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बेंच है. ये टाइटल ग्रुप से बड़ा केस हो चुका है और ये शुरू से टाइटल ग्रुप से बड़ा केस.
अच्छा, I'm closing the show. One minute. I only say, Ishkaran. Only thing I'll say one thing, that now we've had many lapses. Okay, there's a solution. And tell me what you think. Have a fixed period for mediation, identify the parties. They come back with either happened or not happened. If that does not happen, then set a time frame for completion.
Absolutely, and that's what the Honorable Court
but if you're trying to time this out with the elections, you don't need to do that.
Absolutely.
Just be logical about it. I thank you all. I thank you all. And finally, viewers, the most awaited cricket tournament is here. 20 days to go for IPL. IPL, which has been a huge talent platform and has been a talent pool for Indian and international cricket alike. Engraved on the IPL trophy this time are the lines Yatra, Pratibha, Afsar, Prapnotiti, which translates to where talent meets opportunity. IPL is the tournament where anyone can win a game with shine and make their name. staying true to this year's campaign is the Game Banayega Name campaign. Let's enjoy the IPL anthem.
Come on, Shakir, aega. Pehli ball pe aega, chal.